한 몸, 이 한 마음 온통 받들어 이 회상 이 공도에 바치나이다. 이로부터 끊임없이 이 법륜 따라 내가 지크신 은혜 갚게 하소서. 이로부터 끊임없이 이 법륜 따라 내가 지크신 은혜 갚게 하소서. 어두운 길 괴로운 길 헤매이다가 즐거이 법문에 들어나이다. 이 몸이 보살되고 부처되도록 나아갈 뿐 물러서지 말게 하소서. 이 몸이 보살되고 부처되도록 나아갈 뿐 물러서지 말게 하소서. 이 한 몸, 이 한 마음 온통.
Good morning, everyone. What a beautiful Sunday. Thank you for joining us this morning. We have our Dharma friends joining in person today as well. Carrie, Rachel, Leah, Melissa, Thomas, Linda, and Liz. Thank you for joining us here. And today, Reverend Wong is going to give us a Dharma talk titled The Art of War and the Art of Peace. And this afternoon, Reverend Kim from Richmond Temple is going to lead a 3-hour special Qi Gong workshop at our Chapel Hill Temple Garden. If you're interested, please visit our website, and on the welcome page, there is a link to sign up for the event. And now, please join us for the Qi Gong practice led by Reverend Kim.
Good morning. How do you feel? Relax. Little shake your whole body. Okay. And then slowly start. And your feet just rolling your feet. Is your weight to the back here, and then front, back, front, back. Okay, slowly. Okay, and release, and then as arms, then swing. One, just relax your shoulder. Smiling, two. Little bend your knees. 6, 7, 8, 9, And then with your heel is twist together. Okay, good. Okay. 3, 4, 5. Through your ball all the way. Okay, good. And out. Okay, good. Okay, last. Okay. Slowly down. And cross your finger. Okay, and then breathe in all the way up. And then breathe out, press, and then touching ceiling. And then right now breathing in, and then head back more, and then pushing your palm more. Okay, and then back to center your head. Okay, breathe in, separate. Okay, and breathe out. Okay, opposite your thumb on the top. Breathe in. And all the way up, breathe out. And then breathe in, right now, head back. And then pushing your shoulder more. 1, 2, 3, head back, center, breathe out. Okay, and breathe in, separate your hand. And press down. Okay, opposite your thumb on the top. Okay, good, breathe in. And all the way up, and then breathe out this time, and then breathing in, head down, and then pushing more shoulder, head down, 1, 2, 3, head back, breathe out. Okay, breathing in, separate your hand, and breathe down, press down. Okay, then switch it one more time, breathing in. And then all the way up, breathe out. And then breathe in, head down. Pushing your hand more. Okay, and then out. And then breathe in, separate. And then press down. Okay. Right now, breathe in and out. One more time, breathe in and out. Okay, try make a peak. Okay, slowly side all the way up, and then heel up. Then together touch here and breathe out. Very good. Okay, this time front, 3 finger touch. Breathe in. Then shift your weight to the right side hand, and then left leg bend. Okay, slowly back to center. Very good. Okay, side. Make 3 finger touch. Breathe in, and then slowly heel up. Very good. And then breathe out. Okay, front, breathing in, and then shift away, other way, and then bending your knees. A little more back. Okay, good. Then slow. Okay, relax your shoulder. One more set. Breathing in, all the way up. Touch hand to hand. Yes, good. And then slowly down. And breathing in. And shift away. And then bend more. Okay, spine little bend. Okay, good. Then breathing in. All the way up. Yes. And then slowly. One, breathing in, shift away, other leg, then bend it. Okay, little, okay, back, okay, down. Okay, good. Breathe in, head, good way, and down. It's large L, and then towards to the left. Okay, exhale, only head the other. Look at the other your shoulder. Take a breath one more time. Breathe in and out. And then breathe in and out back to center. Okay, the other side. Breathe in. And then head. Rotate ears out. Then take a breath here. Breathe in and out. Back to center. Breathing in. Okay, thank you. Okay, please join us for 4 bows to the Dharmakaya Buddha 4-fold grace.
With gratitude, I bow to the grace of heaven and earth, honoring the infinite source of marvelous existence. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of parents, ancestors, and everyone who has given me life and nurtured me. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of fellow beings, embracing the truth of interconnectedness. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of laws, which guide us to develop justice and freedom through Dharma and universal principles. Meditation is simple and easy. Anyone can practice it. Please take time to find your most comfortable position on the floor or in a chair. Now wiggle to release any tension in your body. Rock front to back or side to side, like the pendulum of a grandfather clock, until you find the point of perfect balance. Breathe in, grab all your tension. Breathe out, release any mental or physical uneasiness. Relax your whole body. It is okay to slouch a little bit if that feels more natural. Just remember to let your mind's eye focus on belly breathing. Breathe and listen to your body. If your body agrees, gradually sit up taller. Gently straighten your spine without losing focus on the energy in your lower abdomen. You may start to feel your lower back growing stronger and your chest and heart opening. Now open your eyes softly and look straight ahead with a level gaze. Without moving your head or eyes, let your eyelids relax and drift downward to their most comfortable place. While keeping your ears softly aligned with your shoulders, tuck your chin in slightly and let your shoulders melt away from your ears. Enjoy the sensation of your arms and hands relaxing. Now bring your awareness to your tongue. Place the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth. While your tongue is relaxed on your palate, pure and clear saliva may gather in your mouth. This is a delightful sign of cool energy ascending. Smile at your calm and clear spirit. Invite your awareness to return to your lower abdomen, your Qi energy field. This is called the Danjan, and is located about 2 inches below your navel. Your danjan is the power center for your breathing. Scan your entire body to see if there is any tension, especially in your face and head, neck, and shoulders. If your face or body begins to itch, simply note the itching and let it pass. If your legs ache unbearably, you may change position very slowly and quietly so that you maintain a calm stillness. When thoughts arise in your mind, do not be disturbed by them. Do not react to your thoughts or pursue them. Recognize that they are just thoughts. They will disappear by themselves. Continue to bring your awareness back to your danjan abiding breath. When your mind is calm, concentrated, perfectly focused, and at peace, you will rest in the realm of samadhi, deep meditation. You will no longer feel any distinction between yourself and others, finding yourself free from the limits of time and place. We are grateful to sit quietly together, finding the still point within. May we be here now, deeply aware of our ever calm, ever alert spirit. 영주 천지연기야 심정 만사여외야 심정 천지여와 동일체 아요 천지dom신정 천지연기야 심정 만사여외야 심동 천지여와 동일체 아요 천지dom신정 천지연기야 심정
만사여외야 심동 천지여와 동일체하여 천지동심정 천지연기야 심정 만사여외야 심동 천지여와 동일체하여 천지동심정 천지연기야 심정 만사여외야 심동 천지여와 동일체하여 천지동심정 천지연기야 심정 만사여외야 심동 천지여와 동일체하여 천지동심정 천지연기야 심정 만사여외야 심동 천지여와 동일체하여 천지동심정 천지연기야 심정 만사여외야 심동 천지여와 동일체하여 천지동심정 천지연기야 심정 만사여외야 심동 천지여와 동일체하여 천지동심정 천지연기야 심정 만사여외야 심동 천지여와 동일체하여 천지동심정 천지연기야 심정 만사여외야 심동 천지여와 동일체하여 천지동심정 천지연기야 심정 만사여외야 심동 천지여와 동일체하여 천지동심정 천지연기야 심정 만사여외야 심동 천지여와 동일체하여 천지동심정 천지연기야 심정 만사여외야 심동 천지여와 동일체하여 천지동심정.
Prayer for world peace. Grace of heaven and earth, grace of parents, grace of fellow beings, grace of laws. O Dharmakaya Buddha, fourfold grace, may we take refuge in Dharma and be filled with compassion and wisdom. May we transform delusion into wisdom, greed into generosity, resentment into gratitude, discord into harmony, and hatred into compassion. May all nations grow and benefit mutually. May the strong help the weak, and may the weak learn and evolve according to Dharma. May all those who have died from world conflicts and disasters be delivered through all obstacles and be at rest. May there be peace throughout the world, and may all beings enjoy tranquility and happiness, living in their original true nature. This we pray with our whole hearts.
essential dharmas of daily practice. The mind is originally free from disturbance, but disturbances arise in response to sensory conditions. Let us restore the equanimity of our true nature by letting go of disturbances. The mind is originally free from disturbance, but disturbances arise in response to sensory conditions. Let us restore the equanimity of our true nature by letting go of disturbances. The mind is originally free from delusion, but delusions arise in response to sensory conditions. Let us restore the wisdom of our true nature by letting go of delusions. The mind is originally free from delusion, but delusions arise in response to sensory conditions. Let us restore the wisdom of our true nature by letting go of delusions. The mind is originally free from wrongdoing, but wrongdoings arise in response to sensory conditions. Let us restore the precepts of our true nature by letting go of wrongdoings. The mind is originally free from wrongdoing, but wrongdoings arise in response to sensory conditions. Let us restore the precepts of our true nature by letting go of wrongdoings. Let us replace disbelief, great laziness, and ignorance with belief, still questioning and dedication. Let us replace disbelief, great laziness, and ignorance with belief, still questioning and dedication. Let us turn resentment into gratitude. Let us turn resentment into gratitude. Let us turn dependency into self-reliance. Let us turn dependency into self-reliance. Let us turn reluctance to learn into willingness to learn well. Let us turn reluctance to learn into willingness to learn well. Let us turn reluctance to teach into willingness to teach well. Let us turn reluctance to teach into willingness to teach well. Let us turn lack of public spirit into eagerness to serve the good of all. Let us turn lack of public spirit into eagerness to serve the good of all.
Thank you, Adam, for making that beautiful transition video. This morning, Reverend Gong will share her Dharma Talk that was inspired by a question she was recently asked. Please get ready to practice deep listening and learn how you can become a warrior for peace. When Reverend Gong concludes her talk, feel free to post your comments and reflections in the live chat. Please now welcome Reverend Gong.
Good morning. Dear friends, is it possible to be a Dharma warrior for peace? I recently received an email from a Dharma practitioner in Texas about a scripture passage addressing the art of war and the art of peace. In his email, he said, Master Sotae-san mentions the Dharma practice of equanimity, wisdom, and precepts as the primary expedients to create peace in this world and subdue Mara. What is this practice and how can we best apply it to our daily living? Our Dharma friend said he felt the scripture verse he was reading was especially relevant as we witness warfare, violence, and chaos around the globe. I am also guilty, he continued, of wars raging in my own mind. Just the other day, I could feel fiery energy spring up when someone cut me off on the road. This is why I believe this practice to be essential to health and well-being, not only for the world at large, but also for each of us. Here is the verse he referenced. It is from a talk by the founding master of Won Buddhism to practitioners at a retreat. We call the Dharma of our practice for restoring peace to a chaotic, disturbed world, the art of war. And you're like cadets who are learning this art. The disturbed world I am talking about is the one that arises in people's minds. The country of the mind is originally whole and peaceful, bright and clear, but it becomes dark and turbid, complicated and disturbed due to the Mara of egoistic and selfish desires. Because sentient beings constantly live with their minds at war, they experience few peaceful days in the countries of their minds. Our art of war is the method we use to conquer all of our mind's delusions by training in equanimity, samadhi, wisdom, prajna, and the precepts, shila. This way of practice is the best method for quelling chaos in the world. If we look into the origins of the large and small wars among individuals, families, societies, and countries, we see that all wars derive from the wars raging in people's minds. The mind's war is the origin of all other wars and the most severe of them all. And the method for pacifying the mind's wars is the most important art of practice. Therefore, we must fully understand this and devote yourself to cultivating equanimity and wisdom while observing the precepts with your utmost effort. If you practice continuously over a long period of time, you finally will conquer the entire army of Mara. Once this is accomplished, it is my conviction that you will attain the stage of Dharma strong and Mara defeated. You will become excellent commanders who pacify this world of rage. Wow! How do you feel about this Dharma passage? For me, the key points of this passage are: 1. The country of the mind is originally whole and peaceful, but the Mara of egoistic and selfish desires turns our minds into battlefields. 2. The mind's war is the origin of all other wars. 3. Calming our minds is the greatest art of peace. 4. The threefold practice enables us to become skillful commanders who can pacify the world. With what's happening today, it may be hard to believe that we can pacify the world. Is that even possible? With regard to the art of conquering Mara, the threefold practice can be expressed in various ways: equanimity, wisdom, precepts, or samadhi, prajna, shila, or cultivation of one's true spirit, inquiry into human affairs and universal principles, mindful choice in action, or simply pause, think, act. How can we practice this in our daily living? Equanimity. By pausing and meditating, we ground and center our minds. Wisdom. Through inquiry and contemplation, we cultivate clarity and insight. We study the true nature of our world and ourselves beyond our immediate experience. Mindful action. This means implementation. With the wisdom of a calm, focused mind, we act more skillfully to manifest blessings in everyday life. Don't just sit around with a worried mind, but do something. Do what you can. Share your loving compassion. The threefold practice may sound ideal and even unattainable, but through this training of mind, we become less impulsive and less reactive to disturbing conditions. This can be a lifelong aspiration and practice. Here is an example of what the threefold practice looks like in real life. These days, many of us are disturbed by the violence in Ukraine. The intensity of the invasion elicits a strong emotional response. Feeling heavy-hearted, tearful, angry, or sick to the stomach. There is nothing wrong with these heavy emotions, but if our goal is to promote peace and end suffering, we need to tap into our calm, clear minds. If we are locked up in anger or anguish, our vision will be narrow and clouded. So we must seek equanimity through meditation. But embodying equanimity is not sufficient by itself. This is why the threefold practice guides us to apply our calm minds to human affairs and universal principles. Sometimes it is difficult to discern wisely in the midst of a flood of news and contradictory information. From a perspective of curiosity and exploration, we can pause to consider how cause and effect plays out historically and geographically, and in current human affairs. We can also try to deeply listen to our hearts, the home of our innate wisdom. Ultimately, with calm spirit and informed mind, we decide what actions to take or not to take. This is the practice of a mindful choice in action. In our temple community, these are some of the ways we are responding to the war in Ukraine. We offer community prayers for world peace. We dedicate meditation and chanting to world peace. We collectively and individually gather funds to help international aid organizations to support Ukrainian refugees. And we are exploring ways to support the arrival of refugees in North Carolina. These mindful actions arise from decisions based on equanimity, wisdom, and inquiry. We do not just sit content and ideal only with the struggle internally. We need to then act toward each other in families, in relationships, in society, on the basis of that calm, informed, loving energy, not in hate or haste. As we face thousands of sensory conditions, the threefold practice is our compass. When practicing with Won Buddhist communities, you will hear this over and over and over again. In the passage I read earlier, Sotae-san affirmed that through the threefold practice, we attain the stage of Dharma strong, Mara defeated. What exactly is the stage of Dharma strong, Mara defeated? This is the fourth of 6 stages for attaining Buddhahood. Mara means greed, anger, and delusion in our minds, things that are not harmonious with the way. Dharma means the way, alignment with the truth, justice, and peace. The stage of Dharma strong, Mara defeated describes practitioners who, when they engage in the battle between Dharma and Mara, with every application of their 6 senses, attain victory for Dharma. What does it mean to attain victory for Dharma? Not being separated from our practice mind, not being controlled by our desires, fears, impulses, and anger. Recently, my mind was disturbed because I felt judged. and I felt my hard work was not being validated. I noticed my impulse to do something to get rid of that feeling. After some contemplation, I chose not to act on that impulse. For a week, I felt weighed down with a low motivation. Then I noticed the power of Mara in my mind beginning to dissipate. I am glad that I sat with my discomfort for a week without adding fuel to the fire simmering in my mind. The other day, as we are having a bonfire from a huge dead pine tree, I was reminded that if we keep adding fuel to the fire, we end up with a giant blaze that consumes everything. If we don't add fuel, the fire naturally dies out. So it is with the flames in our minds. This is the art of war and peace. As we live in a globally interconnected world, the minds of leaders powerfully affect many people. Great impact arises when leaders either fuel the flame of conflicts, fear, and anger, or inspire peace, cooperation, and harmony. Peace begins with all of us. Peace begins in our own minds. Let there be peace on earth. Let it begin with me. If we want peace in Ukraine and in the world, we must begin with ourselves. Those who conquer others may be strong. Those who conquer themselves with equanimity, wisdom, and mindfulness are mighty indeed. Shall we pause for a moment and let go of disturbances in our minds? From this mind of equanimity arises our wisdom to discern what is wholesome, just, and beneficial. We aspire to embody mindful choice in action. May we all become skillful and compassionate commanders, pacifying the rage of Mara in our minds and contributing to peace throughout the world.
Thank you so much, Reverend Wontempel, for this very timely exploration of the threefold practice. It's really helpful to be reminded that mindful choice in action can be the decision not to act as well as how to act. Thank you for helping us reflect on how to bring peace to the battlefields of our minds and to the world. And thank you all for your focused listening. And now, friends, here in the Dharma Hall, for the next minute or two, please pair up and share your reflections and one takeaway. And friends at home, if you'd like to leave a reflection or takeaway in the live chat, you're welcome to do so, and you're also welcome just to sit in reflection for a minute. Thank you so much for joining us. We look forward to practicing with you next Sunday. As spring has truly sprung here in the temple gardens, please come by and help us with gardening if you are able to do so this week. It's a wonderful way to help support our community, and it's a wonderful way to be with each other in person, outside. So thank you for that. And now please join us as we transition to mindful cleaning up meditation.
어두운 길 괴로운 길 헤매이다가 즐거이 법문에 들었나이다. 이 몸이 보살되고 부처되도록 나 어두운 길 괴로운 길 헤매이다가 즐거이 법문에 들었나이다. 이 몸이 보살되고 부처되도록 나아갈 뿐 물러서지 말게 하소서. 이 몸이 보살되고 부처되도록 나아갈 뿐 물러서지 말게 하소서. 이 한 몸, 이 한 마음 온통 받들어 이 회상 이 공도에 바치나이다. 이로부터 끊임없이 이 법륜 따라 내가 지키시는 해 갚게 하소서. 이로부터 끊임없이 이 법륜 따라 내가 지키시는 해 갚게 하소서. 어두운 길 괴로운 길 헤매이다가 즐거이 법문에 들었나이다. 이 몸이 보살되고 부처되도록 나아갈 뿐 물러서지 말게 하소서. 이 몸이 보살되고 부처되도록 나아갈 뿐 물러서지 말게 하소서. 이 한 몸,